As you see comments pop up and your gals hop on, go ahead and welcome them. And let's see, we're going to connect that. Hi, everyone. So we are doing a really special webinar today. There's a brand new company that's in pre-launch called Audere, and we are doing a webinar for them to kind of get their head in the game to help them with their launch. Now, we're going to be talking all about algorithms. No matter what company you're with, you probably will learn something new and glean something today. So we'd love for you to hang out with us no matter which company you're with. And if you don't see the red live, that means you're watching the recording. You can just comment #replay. Let us know you're catching it on the flip side. There's our girl, Tracy. Hey, Miss Tracy. How are you, love? Hey, Porter. Now, when you hop on, make sure you let us know where you're from. Especially if you're with Audere, like say, hey, I'm with Audere. If you're with a different company, let us know which company you're with and say hi so we can welcome you. Hey, Miss Tammy. Hey, Renee. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Nat. Hey, Francis. How we doing, friends? Super excited to have you here. Everybody give Carolyn and Miss Sarah a wave. Let me see if I can edit that so I can put both your names on here. Carolyn, SARAH, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. All right. Perfect. There we go. All right. Hey, Tammy. Oh, Ruby Ribbon's in the house. We love Ruby Ribbon. Hi, Miss Kimberly. I'm in Washington, too. What part of Washington are you in? Hey, Miss Sylvia.
Hey, Melinda.
Awesome. Or some of your gals. Hello, Miss Melinda. Oh, awesome. Briar, Washington. Hey, Dee Dee. How you doing? Fabulous.
Hey, Laura. Hi, Dee Dee.
Are you seeing some of your gals? Hey, Brenda,
Yeah.
Lisa. Halima. Am I saying that right? Halima. Welcome, Newark, New Jersey. So glad you're here. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hey there. We got Philadelphia in the house.
Nice.
Point Roberts. Hey, Miss Kimberly. So be sure you tell us which company you're with. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. And if you see these instructions right down here below, make sure you comment #queen, okay? #queen. We have some really special goodies for you. We've got all sorts of images that will help you boost your algorithms. We've got a really cool PDF that has 10 tips on increasing your algorithms in 10 minutes, okay? So make sure that you're grabbing that, and you get that by commenting #queen. The other thing is these amazing ladies, Carolyn and Sarah, they are some of the first consultants, right? Consultants?
Yep.
Okay. With Audere. And if you'd like more information, if you comment #queen, we will hook you up with how to connect with them if you'd like to know how to get in on their ground floor opportunity. Okay. So make sure you're commenting #queen and then share this out and comment revolution. And that will get you into our drawing for a $50 gift certificate. All righty. Are you guys starting to see your gals? On your computer there, if I send you the link, do you have anyone you want to send the link to make sure they hop on?
Yeah, that'd be great. Definitely.
Okay, let me grab that.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks.
Everybody say hi when you jump on. Tell us where you're from and which company you're with. So we're going to be talking all about algorithms. I would love to know your feelings and thoughts on algorithms. If you're like, girl, I'm rocking it. I know exactly what I'm doing. If you're like, I'm totally lost. If you're like, well, I get it a little bit, kind of tell me your feelings on algorithms in general. I would love to know your feelings on Sorry, getting some back feel. Like, girl, turn off. I love technology. So tell me your thoughts and feelings on algorithms. What I'm doing. If you're like, I'm totally lost. If you're like, well, shh. Too many things going on at once here. All right, let me get that over to you, Miss Carolyn. Hi, guys. Say hi when you hop on. Welcome, Miss Carolyn and Sarah with us.
Got it. Thank you. Got it. Thank you, Michelle.
You are so welcome.
Yes.
You are so welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Super, super excited to be chatting with you. Oh, we got Color Street in the house. Hello. You're still learning, Miss Nat? Get it a little bit. I totally understand. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Johanna. How we doing? Miss Leslie. So glad to see you, sweet lady. How you doing? Love your new hair. Looking so good. Ooh, 31 gifts in the house in Tupperware. Love me some nice bags. Oh my gosh, they're the bestest. Absolute bestest. You love my words I make up, don't you? Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Darlene. All right. So make sure you have commented where you're from and which company you're with. And make sure you share this out in Comment Revolution. Comment #Queen. Dee Dee, you're feeling lost about algorithms. Oh, girl, we'll try to help you clear that up. Trying to rebrand, relaunch and rebrand. Oh, no, you're hacked. Oh, girlfriend, I'm so sorry. Oh, no. That's the worstest. Dumb old hackers. Yeah. I don't know. Like, don't you ever just go, wow, if you put all that energy into doing something legit, you could like probably be really well off. Like, why
is so true.
Like, I don't even get it. I'm like, how does that even benefit them? I don't know. Whatever. Teach their own. Mine is sad, but hey, what are you going to do, huh? All right. Let's see here. Okay. So we're going to be talking about algorithms today. Miss Sarah and Miss Carolyn, would you like to kind of introduce yourselves and tell them a little bit about why we decided to do this webinar for you new gals that are with Audere?
Yeah. So I'm Sarah and I'm Carolyn and we're sisters. Yes. And we are thrilled to be here to learn with you, Michelle, and to really get things going with our new team. We're here to learn. That is why we are here. We recognize that our skill level in this particular area is not that high. And so we want to reach out to those who have a much higher skill level than us, you, and help us on our journey. So we start right, we start correct, and we go running the right way this time. So
right. That's always what comes. Well, and there's always something to learn. Even, you may have been doing something right one day and now it's like, right just changed, so that's always fun, right? God bless Facebook. I mean, it usually, like, I will say, I don't believe in, how do I say this? I don't believe in like cussing Facebook when things change, because usually they're trying to change something so it works better for us. But not everybody totally catches on to it at first and why it's better. So there's a lot of cool things, good changes that come. So it's like, come on, guys, hang in there. It'll be worth it understanding the changes. So yeah, always something to, learn. And that's okay. That's okay. All right. Awesome. And you want to tell them just a little bit about this groundbreaking opportunity? Do you want to tell them about that?
Sure, definitely. Okay. So we're excited to be part of what's a pre-launch team of men and women across the U.S. with a new company called Audere. It's going to be founded in the hair care space. So lots of exciting things in development and also coming very soon with it. We are in pre-launch, so we don't have products available yet, but we are already talking and working with women who want to grab a hold of that opportunity and run with it. So some cool things are made in America, 100%, even all the way down to the products. It's going to be a healthy, lovely, healthy product line. And we're just excited to be locking arms with leaders in the industry with this new adventure. And we are so grateful that our journey led us to you, Michelle, because we like to support women. And we know you do too. So we're excited to be here and just follow along, with everybody across the world. We both personally feel that network marketing, direct sales, multi-level and social selling. We love this industry so much, and we're excited to work with people who also see that and want to help us do it right. So thank you for your time. I think we're
Oh,
all
thank you.
very excited to learn today, Michelle.
I appreciate you inviting me so much. Could all of you that are here and learning, because you've heard from Sarah and Carolyn and Sarah, there we go. Could you just come Audere for me one more time, just so I make sure I know how many are here? And so I address you. Yay! Oh, awesome! And if you comment #Queen, you'll get a message from us, and one of the buttons says info about Audere, and I will give you Carolyn's personal contact information so you can message her and find out more about that if that's something you'd like to do. Okay. All right. So I think you gals, will you guys kind of, anybody else you want to say hi to that you saw pop on?
Oh, we saw a lot.
Yeah. Laura and Dougie and we've seen a lot of people pop on here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and say hi to them.
Hey, you guys. So I think we saw Dougie and we saw Melinda, Diana,
Kimberly.
Kimberly,
yeah, lots of people popping on.
Sarah scrolling. You guys, we'll get in on the comments also and say hi to everybody.
There's Diana. Hey, Diana.
Hello, Diana.
Thank you guys for joining us. These ladies and men are part of part of the launch team also that have come on with us, and we're so happy to have them with our journey. So
that is fantastic. Awesome. I love it. Okay. I'll let you guys relax for a little bit. I'll bring you back at the end. You guys just kind of wave to him for a minute. They're not going away. I'm just going to talk, then they can kind of relax. And don't have to sit there and try to be Vanna Whites and smile the whole time I'm talking. All right. We'll bring you back. Don't go away. I'm going to mute you because your audio will still be heard. So I'll hopefully remember to unmute.
I'll mute us too.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So my friends, I'm so excited that you're here and that we're talking about algorithms and social media and how to get in front of people. Carolyn and Sarah were so sweet. She was talking about how many of you are getting in on this ground floor and how you want to find some people to bring in with you. And they'd given you a few tips and they were wondering if I had a few tips to help you. And so I hope that I can give you some ideas that can help you with this launch, help you find some people both on the ground floor and after it is officially launched. And so we're going to start by talking about algorithms. Just a quick note, a little bit about me. So I've been in the direct sales, or I've been involved with direct sales industry for over 20 years. So I started before the social media game. When social media came, at the time I was kind of in between some things and I missed working with people in business. And so I said, hey, could anybody use some help? And as I saw different products come into the industry, I had these skills that really up my sales, like at home parties. And when I talk to people one-on-one, we call it needs-based selling, meaning we ask questions before we make suggestions. And we just are more personable with people. And so Unique was my first company that I was working with. And so if any of you remember that, they have the first product was their 4D lash or 4D mascara that really created, wow effect with their lashes. And so as I started working with them and they were just, putting out pictures and comments because live wasn't even an option. Probably videos weren't either yet. This was a while ago. I said, instead of just saying, hey, look, don't my eyelashes look great? I said, let's add a question on there. And I said, what if we ask the question, how many days a week do you wear mascara? And as people commented, then they knew who to talk to. I personally do not teach any sort of cold messaging because I know how to get comments and find people who, if you're a foodie and you're cooking, I know how to find people who like to cook. If you're, no matter what it is, and you're going to want to find people, both a business opportunity and who like to take good care of their hair, right? And so we're going to give you some ideas on how to make sure you're getting in front of your community. Now, your community, you have 3 places that you might have a community right now. You have everyone has a personal profile. You can't get on Facebook without having one. Mine's Michelle Hess Withers and Carolyn's Carolyn Glade, okay? You may have a Facebook group or you have some customers. A lot of people call out a VIP group where you have members and they have to be allowed in, right? You can invite them. They have to accept the invite in. And some of you may have a business page or think about having a business page and you have likes and followers. I'm here on my business page where I have like 30,000 followers, and it's unlimited how many followers you can have on a business page and limited how many you can have in a group, but then 5,000 people you can have on your personal profile as friends. Okay. So how do we get in front of more of those people with your opportunity is one of the things that we're going to discuss. And the biggest thing is to understand algorithms, because anytime you post something and it doesn't get any comments whatsoever, Facebook, it just kind of dies. Like they're like, well, nobody liked that. We're not going to show it to anybody else. And so it's really important to understand how to get comments and what to do to get Facebook to show that to more people so you're more likely to get comments. Okay. So let's talk about algorithms for a hot second and what that actually means. Okay. So there's two ways to look at algorithms. You have an overall algorithm where Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform is always deciding how much do people want to see your content. Okay. So that's always fluctuating, and it always depends on how many comments, and it's a percentage. This is another thing that's important to understand. When you see somebody with, 25, 100 comments, you need to first look and see, well, how many Facebook friends do they have, or how many likes do they have on their business page? When you compare apples with oranges, it gets you in trouble. Facebook's always looking for a percentage, and that's what they base their decision on. So just to make the math easy, if you have 100 Facebook friends, pretend I have 90 more fingers, okay? 100 Facebook friends, Facebook first wants to see 1% engage. So if you have 100 Facebook friends and you get one comment, that's awesome. That's what they're looking for, 1%. And I get people telling me all the time, I didn't know that. Okay. 1% is that first level. Okay. All right. Somebody on here likes this stuff and will engage. So then they'll show it a little bit more. Then we're trying to get to 2%. If we get there and then you also reply to the comments, you can get some good exposure and sometimes get up to 4 or 5%. But I'll have people say, I have a group that has 300 people in there and all I ever get is 3 comments. Well, 3 comments, 300 people, that's actually pretty good. You're never, they're like, why don't more people comment? Well, one, Facebook's only showing your content to a small percentage of people, 10 to 25%. And 2, you don't stop and comment on everything, nor does anybody else. So sometimes people wonder, well, why can't I get 150 comments at least when there's 300 people in here? That's just not how it works. So you do need to kind of understand that. And so there's 2 things you need to always be aware of. How do I up my algorithms and make it so Facebook will show it to more of the people I'm actually friends with? And how do I get more friends, more likes, more people in my group? That's something that you always want to be working on consistently. Okay. Now, the other type of algorithm we have is with individual people. Okay. Each individual, it's so funny. Today, a post from Carolyn popped up in my news feed, and it showed these sitting bikes. Meaning there's 3 wheels. Anyway, it was really fun. These cool new bikes that her and her kids and her family had bought. And they were just super cool. And her post showed up in my newsfeed. Well, her and I have been Facebook friends for a while. I honestly don't remember any post of her showing up in my newsfeed before now. But guess what? Her and I have been messaging each other. Okay. So let me tell you what that means. Facebook's always measuring and guessing whose content you want to see. And they're always measuring and guessing who wants to see your content. Okay, let me say that one more time. They're always guessing who wants to see your content and whose content you want to see. Okay. And so there's a way that an educated guess, way they do that. they're like, well, let's first see who they're messaging. Okay. If you've ever gone into Messenger, if you use Facebook Messenger as one of your main ways to communicate, and you message some like mom from PTA group, or you message an old friend or something, someone that you hadn't connected with for a long time, you will almost instantly start seeing their post in your news feed. Okay. The people you message are the people whose post you'll be shown and they'll see yours. Okay. And that's really, really important to understand. All right. The direct connection that you have with each individual person, you actually have control over that. And I don't know about you, but do you ever feel like Facebook is like this, just this big, almost like a lottery? You're like, okay, we're going to throw this out there and see if Facebook likes it, if they're going to show it to anyone. Okay, just comment lottery. No, don't comment lottery because they don't like that word. Hang on, let me think of one. Just comment guess. If you always feel like you're guessing as to what in the heck does Facebook want to see. Okay. If I'm freezing, just jump out and come back in. Just click off and then click on it again. Sometimes that will kind of reboot it. Okay. So if you feel like you're always guessing, let me know. And because that's what we want to help you with, is to understand you actually have a lot of control over your algorithms when you understand how algorithms work. All right. So I know some of you, let me give you a very specific example. I know some of you are coming to this Audere opportunity with some experience from other places. Okay. And so you might have some people in your mind that you're like, I would love to see if some of my friends who have experience in direct sales, network marketing, small businesses, if they'd be interested in getting in on the ground floor on this. Okay. But I know you don't want to be spammy, which you shouldn't be. And so one of the best things you can do is simply just send a, hey, how are you? Actually, I like to be more specific than that. Like if you're thinking about Susie that you know, and she has 4 kids. Hey, Susie, how's it doing? Are you guys starting to get cabin fever? How are your kids doing? Is it looking like spring at your house? Nothing, Zippo, nothing to do with the business opportunity. Because when she answers back, because people love to talk about their kids and the weather, okay, what will happen is when you start posting about this opportunity, she'll be shown that post. And then she can let you know if she's interested. And there's none of that awful spamminess going on. All right. Does that make sense? And so this is a powerful, powerful piece of information. All you have to do is connect with the people you want to see your post. So let me give you another example. At Christmas time, when I'm working with my clients that have been selling stuff all year long, I'm like, look, just send a quick Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever works best for you. Send a quick message to all those people early December, even, mid-November, just happy holidays, or just sending you some gratitude. So grateful you've been a customer this year. Then as you're posting about your holiday items, things that are great for gifts, they'll see your post. They already know, like, and trust you. They've bought from you before. They'll see your post and let you know if that's the perfect gift for their husband or teenage daughter or whatever you show. And so you always have this control over making sure your posts are seen by specific people by simply sending them a message. Okay. It's amazing how well this works, but it's a friendly message. I want everybody to comment friendly. No word about the business. Okay. This is really important. I don't teach cold messaging. Okay. None of us like to get them. None of us like to send them, but you can make sure that Facebook will show them your post about this new opportunity you have. Okay. By simply being friendly. Now, if you're not really sure who you want to reach out to, but you want your post seen more, let me tell you another technique that's similar, but it's just really fun and easy and a little less time consuming. Okay. Sometimes, Laura, let me see this question. Do you always friend all your customers so they will see your message since you aren't friends? Laura, I'm not sure which situation you're talking about. Like, if they've been on your business page and commented, you can message them as your business page and they'll see it. If you were talking about you've had like a Facebook party and it's in a group, if they've commented in the group and you want to connect with them, I would reply to the comment and say, hey, let's say her name's Susie. Hey, Susie, I sent you a friend request and I would love to chat with you more. Go look for that and you'll see a message in your other folder. So you can reply to that comment and let them know that you've sent that. So there's a couple ways to be strategic and work smart with that. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Yeah, there you go, Laura. I think I answered that. Okay, and if you're just jumping on, make sure you comment #Queen. Okay, make sure you do that. And then also make sure you share this out in Comment Revolution. We'll be giving away a $50 gift certificate. You also can tag people down in the comments. That way, if they're available later, they'll see your notification, then can watch the replay, okay? All right, so if you just want your post in general seen by more people, one of the things you want to do is start messaging people, but there's a really fun way to do it that you don't have to guess what to say to them. So let me show you what I mean by that. So how many of you are posting stories? So when you come on Facebook, this thing at the very top that slides, here we go, slides up here. This is called stories. How many of you are posting your own stories? Comment story, okay? All right. So to get in front of more people every day when you post your content, one of the things you want to do is come up here and you want to click on a story, okay? And down here at the bottom, right here, see that? It says send message, okay? On a computer, it actually says reply, but it means exact same thing. And that will, when you reply to that, that goes to Messenger. And you're just giving compliments. Man, I love your hair. What cute kids you have. That looks yummy you made. Ask a question. Congratulate them on things they're posting. Okay. All those kind of things. And so what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to do this 20 a day. You go to your stories and you can do this in about 10 minutes. How many of you have 10 minutes to work your business? Okay, comment 10. Okay, so you're going to go in here and 20 to 25 a day, you just sit and reply to those stories. Now, you're going to start seeing the same people over and over again. So the next day, you come in here and you swipe and you go past about 25, and then you message the next 25. You reply to their stories, okay? And this will explode your algorithms. It will make sure your posts get seen by a lot more people. And it's just incredibly powerful. Facebook loves it when you're messaging people because they like to see one-on-one conversations. They've done all sorts of research and found out people were starting to feel like a number on Facebook. You probably relate to that and know what that feels like. So they started trying to change things up where people were having more one-on-one conversations and felt like it was more valuable and there was more connections being made on Facebook than it was before. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes, actually it's the same on IG too. Yep. On Instagram, exact same rule applies. The more DMing, so there it's called a direct message that you do, the better your algorithms will be. Okay. Yes, you can definitely, this will be saved right here. You can totally watch the replay, Miss Johanna. Thanks for joining us, love. I know it is. This is literally just common sense. And it's a matter, some people feel like it's scary to do this. It's really not. It makes people feel important. When you make people feel important, they trust you and like you. And yeah, it's very straightforward. Okay, now every now and then I run into someone who are like, well, I'm doing the stories like you told us, and there's just not a lot of stories. That happens one of two reasons. One, either you just don't have a lot of Facebook friends. And what I mean by that is like over 300. Anything under 300 is kind of a low number, but you can always increase that. Okay. The other thing is if you happen to have a lot of friends that are more like retirement age, they're not using Facebook quite as much as some in other, phases of life, then sometimes you won't have a lot of stories. So if that's the case, the next tip, okay, so the first tip was to reply to stories. Number 2 is you're just going to go to your regular news feed. Okay, and we're going to come down here and we're just going to comment on post. Okay, make sure compliment, congratulate, or empathize, or ask a question. You want them to reply back, even if it's just thank you for the compliment. And you want to comment on post. Again, thinking that 20, 25 a day and change it up. All right. So are you feeling a little more empowered? Are you feeling like, oh, okay, I could get in front of some people. I want you to comment power. Okay. Because sometimes people think my business isn't working because something's saturated, or my business isn't working because nobody wants this product, or honestly, it's just probably your posts aren't being seen by people. Okay. And you can absolutely positively have a lot more control over that than you realize. All right. So it's very, very exciting. Now you need to also be posting to get more comments. And there's effective ways to comment that will really make a big difference in your business. Okay. So let's talk about that. So my first principle in exploding your algorithms is always what goes around comes around. If you want more comments, if you want more love, if you want more people to engage with your post, you go and do the same for others. Okay. So that's basically the same principle in life in any situation. Doing to others what you want done unto you. Okay. Comment on those posts, reply to those stories, send those messages. Then when you do this next thing, it will really have this wow effect. Okay. All right. Awesome. Look at all of you. I'm so glad you like this, Laura. You are so welcome. I'm so glad you like them. Okay. All right. So the next thing, when we're posting content, we need to post it in a way with wording that people will actually slow down and comment on. Okay. So I'm going to give you some examples. Now, I'm just curious if you've ever sold something, have you done it face-to-face, like in a home party or in a booth or expo or in a store? Just comment face if you've ever sold stuff face-to-face with people other than like on social media. Okay, comment face. So here's the thing that we have to realize is that our approach and our wording has to be different in social media situations than it is face-to-face. And I'm going to explain to you why and what we do different. Okay. So let's say you have more of a home party situation and you have a group of people. Okay. In that kind of situation, we need to ask people questions where they can kind of raise their hand or give us a head nod. Because if everybody starts talking, we're going to kind of like lose our crowd and people won't hear us talking. Okay. So let me give you an example. Okay. So I had a gal that was selling some really awesome knives. And one of her posts in her Facebook, she had this really great demo video on a cheese knife. Okay. And this cheese knife, she had put some text. You know how you have the text above, the video on Facebook. And it said, "Where are my cheese lovers?" So think about that. If she's in a demo situation where she can see faces, right? And she can see their expressions, she can see their hand, she can say, "Where are my cheese lovers?" And she'll look out to her audience, right? And they'll be like, "Me, oh, I love cheese." And they're like going like this. And she gets, she knows who she needs to talk to after about making sure they get a cheese knife, right? But when you put that on social media, "Where are my cheese lovers?" there's no hand raising. There's no body language. There's no head nods. They usually click the like button, and none of you hardly ever message anyone that clicked the like button. And so we're not really sure what to do. We don't know what to say as the person reading the post on Facebook. Where are my cheese lovers? I'm here in Washington. I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my living room. Like, what are we supposed to say? So what we need to do is change that to a question that would get answered. So let me explain to you what I mean. So instead of saying, where are my cheese lovers? We're going to ask, what is your favorite kind of cheese? Okay. Tell me your favorite kind of cheese. So you guys answer that. What is your favorite kind of cheese? Or we could ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love cheese? Okay. What's your favorite kind of cheese? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love cheese? And what will happen is that gives people something specific to say. But if they said that and you're in a home party situation, right, you'd kind of lose control. And we don't want to lose control. So in that situation, but on social media, you want as many comments as possible. Everybody's still watching the video or the live, even though we're getting lots of comments. That doesn't interrupt anything. In fact, it like adds to the momentum and gets more people to comment. And so we cannot say the same things on social media that we say face to face. Okay? Can you feel the difference? So instead of where are my cheese lovers, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you like cheese? And people can click that. So we like either one word or one button. So we can say things like how many days a week, on a scale of 1 to 10, multiple choice. And so let me give you some ideas. So those of you who are with Audere, as you start to get your products and start using them and start to find people who are going to be interested in your line, let me give you a couple examples of questions you're going to ask. So write these down so you have them to use, and you're just going to post them. You can use one of Facebook's colored backgrounds or the ones with your avatar, and this will start to help you find people interested in your product line. Okay. So one of our favorite that we've used when people are talking about hair is, how many times a week do you wash your hair? Okay. Or how many days a week do you wash your hair? And so then people tell you, then you get an idea. If they're daily users, then we can find out why they're daily users. If they're just twice a week, and then we can find out, oh, if you're twice a week, is there any chance you're using dry shampoo? There's all these things we can build on that conversation. Okay. How many times a week do you wash your hair? Or we might ask something like a multiple choice where we ask, which is your favorite styling tool, or which styling tool do you use the most often? A hair dryer, a flat iron, curling iron, curling iron, hair dryer, a wand. Okay. But you want to have A, B, C, D next to those words because it's a one button response. So then they just have to do the A, B, C, or D, not the whole word. And we've had people ask that question. It's exploded. We're talking like major, like people love to talk about their hair and their hair tools. Okay. You could ask things like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stiff do you like your hairspray? There are gajillion. My mom is a beautician. We're a little bit of a hair snob. Anyway, I can talk about hair all day long. How many times a week do you wear your hair up? With it being winter, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dry is your hair? There's a million ways to get people talking, okay, about their hair without saying, hey, I got a product. You want it? That doesn't go over well, right? So we just show these truly curious questions about hair. How many days a week do you wear, use dry shampoo? Okay. Isn't that just amazing? Do you hear how simple it can be to get people talking about your product? And so in addition to that, so we call those qualifying questions. Those help you get people talking about hair in general. In between that, because we don't want it to be all business, we want to ask some fun questions about life. Okay. And you guys probably kind of do things like this, but forget the question. Let's say you go through the drive-thru. Where's your favorite coffee place, guys? Where's your favorite place to get a drink? Or maybe you're a soda person. You're not coffee. Okay. So let's say you go through Starbucks and, you take a selfie. You're so excited. You got your coffee for the day. Okay. And it's like, oh, great way to start the day. But instead we put, oh, love starting my day this way. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you need coffee to start your day? Okay. You've got to change all your posts to, here's a little bit about me. Tell me about you. Here's a little bit about me. Now tell me about you. And what will happen is, again, that like, trust, and know factor will skyrocket. The more comments you get, the more your next post will be shown. And so people love selfies. They love your face. Okay. If you don't want to do selfies, there's other things you can do. You can use your avatar, all sorts of things. But you want to have this mix of fun questions, and you can do national days, national cherry pie. You can do things, we just had the Super Bowl. You can ask about that. You can ask about weather, holidays, kids, pets. There's so many things that you can ask about. Okay. Oh, Jess, you're all good girl. You can watch the replay. No biggie. Okay. So great question, Kimberly. Thank you for asking this. Okay. So what we're first going to focus on is on your personal profile, and you can post those on your personal profile and in your stories. It's really fun when you post, something like how many days a week do you wash your hair, and you put that in story, because when they go down and reply, it sends a message, and you can go right into talking to them about their hair, what they're using now, and would they be interested in hearing about something new. So definitely your personal profile, okay? Stories and your post. You want to eventually have a business page where you're posting this kind of content, okay? And you might have a group depending on how you want to structure your business. So these principles apply in all three places. Technically focused on personal profile right now, but you want to do it in all the places. Okay, Miss Kimberly, awesome question. Thank you, love. Okay. Right. Okay. Tell me about you, Sal. It's much more fun when getting to know people. Exactly. And people, who do they like the most? The people that are good listeners. That's what we're trying to help you be, a really good listener on social media. Okay. Okay, great question, Laura. Is there a good way to spread these out, like one a day, or is that too often? No, we want to have people commenting on things every single day. And so what I have found is, this is my basic pattern, is I teach people to post early in the morning between like about 6 and 7 a.m. I swear to you, people get on their phone and check their, Facebook before they even get out of bed and pee. Okay. You want to be kind of the first thing people see. You want to get some comments in the first hour that you post. Reply to every comment. This is very important. Even if it's just thanks for commenting. Oh, that's good to know. You want to reply to every comment, especially reply to those first ones in the first hour, because then it will really explode the whole rest of the day. Okay. And you might have like 5 days where you're posting fun things, national days, you got your coffee, you did something with fun with your kids, and 2 days, something about business and hair. In between there, you can have your tutorials, your lives, your videos, especially as you get your products and you start having something to demo. Okay. This isn't the only post you're doing, but it's a really good way to start out your day and just explode those algorithms on a regular basis. Okay. All right. Yes, timing can be everything for sure. Don't make post at 3 a.m. Okay. You can post stories at different hours of the day, because they only last 24 hours. So it kind of doesn't matter too much when you post those, but your actual post. Stories in the middle of the night, that's okay. Post you want to do during waking hours. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we have this pretty little process. It's one of the things that just breaks my heart is when people are kind of looking for sort of a magic pill or that one thing to do that will make your business different. There's a magic process. There's not a one thing to do. Okay. So loving on other people, that's the first thing we want to do. Okay. The second thing we want to do is post engagement posts, things that are just fun and keep people just chatting with you. As Easter comes up, some of our favorite ones are so funny. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you like black jelly beans? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Peeps? Okay, you know, the little marshmallow Peeps. That kind of stuff will get people talking so much. It's hysterical. Tons of people will see your post about your business opportunity and your new products. Okay, it's like, seriously, so there are so many Easter questions you can ask that are just so fun. And people, they're just like, I'm so glad you're not talking about COVID or politics. Please, I'll talk about black jelly beans any day. Okay. Like, it's so funny. So it's just, people love that you're just talking about stuff that's just lighthearted and happy. And then you want to splash in there your post about your business opportunity. And the cool thing is now the trust has grown, your algorithms are grown, more people will see it. You're never going to get as many comments on your post about the business opportunity as you do black jelly beans. We know that, but you will get more than you would have without doing this system. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? I usually tell people to post about twice a day, and something fun, something about your business. Kind of depends on your algorithms, depends on your product line. That's something that's kind of customized depending on what you're selling. Okay. All right. Yes. Happy. Okay. All right. So the goal is to create good relationships. Okay. So Lisa, without seeing your personal profile, and I'm not sure if you've been here since the beginning of what I've been saying, Lisa, but if, first of all, if you have 500 Facebook friends and you get 5 comments, that's 1%, and that's what we would expect. If you might need to spend more time commenting on other people's posts. You might need to look at what else you're posting. You need to make sure your posts are nice and positive. Now, I haven't looked at your profile. I have no idea what you're posting. So I'm just giving you some tips I would throw out there without evaluating someone's, actual profile and seeing. So those are all things you might need to add some more friends in general. So there's a lot of things that it could be, love, but getting 5 comments is great. That's a great place to start, Ton. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is share with you a little bit about programs that we have, because asking the questions well and in a way that has that one button response and doesn't come off salesy is a really important skill to learn. And it takes some practice. Okay. Changing that from, where are my cheese lovers to what kind of cheese is your favorite, that takes some practice. And where so many of you said you've been selling face-to-face, you'll catch yourself asking questions in a way that that still come off like that would work well face-to-face, but don't work well on social media. You can't ask direct yes, no questions, especially in Messenger. People will just stop talking. I have some kind of magic wording, like, what are your thoughts on doing something versus do you want to book a party kind of thing. That works a lot better. So if you're interested in having us walk with you in this process, comment walk, because we know that there's a lot of things that you can do to really change up your game plan on Facebook. Okay. Carolyn and Sarah, make sure you are logged on. Oh, there you are.
Wow. That was amazing. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to let you talk to your people. Can you give me 1 second? I'm going to put myself down. You tell them what you think and how you see this helping them with Audere. Okay.
Definitely. All right. So you guys, I know everybody. I think we're here. Hey,
there
Michelle.
There we go.
Are we good? Yeah. All right. Okay, you guys. I see a lot of comments where everybody is just loving everything that Michelle has to say. And I think for all of us, we all were like, where do we start? Because, you know, it's one thing. It doesn't matter what company you're with. Your company probably puts out some great graphics. You have wonderful pictures of your products, but those aren't the things that connect with people either emotionally or excite them. And y'all know the what's in it for them as well. So I think Michelle's ideas of, in addition to the obvious, you know, engaging over Easter or other things going on in your life, you guys, don't you love these tips? I am so excited to take what she taught and put it into action.
Definitely. And I think with our new opportunity, this is the way we're going to be able to reach people who aren't our typical or have been your typical Facebook profile person, you know, that you see in your feed or that they see with you. Mm-hmm. And I know I just wrote down a ton of notes during all of this because my Facebook has not been that great. I haven't been as consistent as what I think I need to be. And I think with consistency, I think on like my worst day, what's the most that I'll be able to do? And that commenting on 20 stories, mm-hmm. I'll be able to do that on my worst day. So that's like my minimum of my everyday. So what I've seen, what I've heard is I think what we've all been looking for a while, and just to take control of our Facebook page and make it about what we want it to be and not just trying to get it there. So super excited and can't thank you enough for how amazing this was for everybody. So
my comments are coming in a little bit slow. Hey, Vonda. Hi, Laura. Yes, Rachel. So many of us, you know, we get together and we brainstorm, and sometimes it's just taking that first step. And I think one of the biggest things that Sarah and I have learned on our journey of being involved in network marketing is finding a comfortable space to be also, because, you know, you're busy, family, work, life, all the things going on, but we also are 100% passionate to support our team, our clients, and our own personal business. So I think Michelle's system makes a lot of sense. And I just am so glad that we were able to deliver this to not just the team that's here, but everybody who's here, because that's one of my favorite things that we do in our businesses is you're sharing something that you love. And I have to say, we just love Michelle, and we are excited to have her helping us and coaching us on this journey. So thank you, Michelle. You really poured a lot into everybody here. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited for you guys because hair is a big deal to people. Like, it really is. Like, you go about your day and you don't think too much about it, but then like something starts to go wrong, or you want a different look, or your phase of life changes, you know, like your hormones or whatnot can change. Like, hair is a big deal to people. It really, really is. I think you guys are going to have a really good time with this, and I'm excited for you. So there's a lot.
Sarah doesn't tell everybody, but she's in the process right now of growing her hair out so that she can make a donation to Locks of Love with that.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Gonna have the healthiest hair I can give. So
there you go. Awesome. That's fantastic. I love it. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about how you can walk with me, because we want you to, like, I mean, the better your algorithms are, the more friends you find, like, the bigger your opportunity is going to be, the bigger your results can be. Okay. So, and we are going to give something away. We're going to give away that $50 gift certificate, and you do have to be present to win. And we also want to let you know, just really quick, we have a webinar up tomorrow. If you guys have heard about Reels, REELS, that's kind of a big thing right now for Instagram and Facebook. So we'll be doing a webinar on that. That link just popped up in the comments. You can click on that and hit going. Okay. All right. We'll pop that up again too. You're so welcome, Miss Diana. Okay. So let me show you what we have. This is our favorite course that almost everybody starts with when they first get going. It's called Social Media 101. And Social Media 101 is really going to help expand on all these ideas I've talked to you about. What Facebook wants to see, what social media wants to see, how to get your posts seen by more people and then commented on, and then turning that into sales, right? It's a process. There's not one thing to do. There's like little steps and they all come together, and it's awesome, and you'll feel good and the person you're talking to will feel good. Okay. So Social Media 101 has 30 plus videos. We're getting close to 40 in there now, and we're kind of adding stuff as things change, but 30 videos that are going to help you understand this. And you can watch them whenever you'd like. You can watch them as many times as you like. In fact, we really highly encourage you. Repetition is key. They're nice short videos, anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes. So we tell people all the time, we jokingly call this potty training, meaning you can do it if the only time you have to study is in the bathroom. You can watch your video that day and better understand it. It's not one of those things you watch once, you do that thing once and you're done. Like, it's something you want to get better and better at, that you're going to do every day for full time. You're, from now on doing social media, sales on social media. So Social Media 101 really does a lot for your business. And then we're going to give you a whole heap load of images. We have all sorts of themes, from spa to hair to fashion, all sorts of things. Then we also give you a whole bunch of fun questions. So, we've got March coming up, St. Patrick's Day, things like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how lucky do you consider yourself? What percentage are you Irish? What's your favorite green thing to wear? What's your favorite color green? Like, lots of fun things. And you see, I'm just like spew off questions like in my sleep. And we're going to help you keep your algorithms up. Okay. Now, we love to work with you. We know every company is a little different. Each of your audiences are a little bit different. So in addition to the videos and the hundreds of images, we give you 4 coaching calls. They're in small groups on Zoom. It's for 2 hours. You watch your videos and you come ask questions. It is your time to get help. So which gal was it that asked me, why am I only getting 5 comments? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm going to say the wrong name, but you can share your screen with us, and we can look at your personal profile, your business page, whichever one you're working on. And we can look at the wording you used. We can look at the other posts you've done. We can look at your frequency. We can look at how it's created, how many friends you have. We can look at what you've been doing and literally give you some feedback on what you might want to do different. Okay. And it's an amazing opportunity to have someone evaluate what you're doing. And so that's why we do it on Zoom, so that you can be on your computer and share your screen. And we literally can walk with you. And then you're also going to get some videos about messaging and how to close those deals when you have people comment. When somebody talks about their hair, they're saying, okay, you can talk to me. It's not a cold message. We have appropriate ways to message without you feeling salesy. Okay. It's an awesome program. So it is $247 or 3 payments of $74. 4 payments of $74. That's what it is. And we are so excited about walking with you through this process. We've helped so many people in so many different industries with this. This works for everybody. It's just a matter of working it and being consistent. Mm-hmm. So like I said, 30 videos. There's more than 30, but over 30 videos, hundreds of images. And then on top of that, you're going to get 4 2-hour coaching sessions. Now, we do have a bonus for the first 5 people who do purchase this today. And we have images, 15 for every week for an entire 52 weeks. So every single week, you've got fun national days, holidays, sports things, anything every under the sun. So we have graphic design images made for you, 15 every week, and it's $127 value. You get that completely for free for the first 5 people who sign up for Social Media 101. Okay. So let me put that link up one more time for you. This is really the program that I've had so many people just absolutely, they're so excited because they see they do have power over getting in front of people on social media. Okay. And that's the thing that can be so discouraging, is feeling like I don't know how to get in front of these people. I'm posting, but nothing's happening. What do I do different? This is going to answer all those questions for you. Okay. And we're going to walk alongside of you and help you find those people that are going to get in on this ground floor. It's going to be awesome. Okay. All right. So any questions about this program at all? Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it was Lisa. So Lisa, I just put up that link. You can click on that and we'll get you all hooked up, girlfriend. I'll be in the bathroom all day watching videos. You can move to other rooms too. Yes, we try to keep it bite-sized. Lots of people tell us they love it's bite-sized information that they can go back and watch over and over again. And plus, if there's that one thing you're like, how did she say that? It's a little bit easier to go back and find because we have it broken down into lots of bite-sized pieces. So yeah, any thoughts, you guys, on why you'd encourage them to take this?
Well, I would get in on the first 5 because not having to make graphics, that's Carolyn doesn't make the graphics. I always get stuck making the graphics. And it's
You're like,
and not having to make graphics, that right there is just a great,
I'm sorry.
Great use of time not having to do that. That just is simple and easy. That's, I'd be first 5 right there for sure. But I think if there's, any question of I don't know what I'm doing on Facebook or why isn't this working, I think you've got a series of videos that are going to answer those questions. And
for us, it's all about a system also. And we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. And sometimes you just need that person, which it does help. It's not that we're just working with you through an online program or through videos, but there actually is some coaching time wrapped up into that. Yeah. And just having somebody there who truly is invested also in you makes such a big difference. So yeah. I think, and then starting smart, we are in a position right now where our messaging, if it's clear and if it's positive and it's not spammy, I think we're really in a position that we can connect with other people who are looking for what we have to offer. And that having that is such a great gift if we just do it correctly. So
yeah. He'll be so excited. There are people waiting to talk to you guys. There are people who they're sitting there today and they're like, how am I going to get out of debt? Or how am I going to find a job that I like? Or how can I find a job that I have flexibility with or can work from home? Or there's so many people that are waiting to meet you, and you need to know how to use social media so you do actually get in front of people. You can just post and it die. If you don't get comments, Facebook's not going to show it to very many people. So the more you understand how to get comments, how to get your posts seen, the more you're going to be able to help people. That's exciting. That's powerful stuff. And it's so great because you guys, there's a 1 payment program or a 4 payment program. Okay. So there's a way for everybody to get in. You can do 4 payments of $74 or the one $247. It's absolutely a tax write-off, and think of it as an investment. You spend $1, you're going to get lots of dollars back, because the more you learn about it, this is something you're going to use. Understanding algorithms is never going to go away, ever, okay? This is something you've got to understand. So, and you're going to have 2 months with us for coaching, 4 Question Queen sessions you can use over 60 days. So as you're doing this, we can help you tweak and modify and tweak and modify and tweak, and it's going to be great. You're going to love it, okay? All right, I've got Miss Melinda in. Click that link, get signed up. Let us know if you have any problem at all with the link. Every now and then, a certain device or something, it just gets kind of wonky. Yes.
Great, Laura.
Think of all the people this opportunity could help if they just saw it. You never know where people are really at. It's so true. So true. I love that mindset, Laura. It's all about just offering that opportunity in a good way that, you know, the other thing, can I just tell you something? You can get so much more brave about offering things if you know how to take a no. If you just know this phrase, okay? When somebody says no, just always immediately respond back, I understand. And then go back to talking about their kids or whatever you started with. You will feel good. They'll feel good. They might even come back and eventually change their mind, or maybe it was a not now more than no, but still you just say, I understand. I think a lot of us don't like to ask that yes, no question, because if they say no, then what do we do? And so we have lots of little tips like that we're going to help you with, because no is a scary thing to get. And I think it's more that awkwardness. You don't have to be awkward. You say, I understand. Okay. So what you doing for Easter? If you bought your girls Easter dresses or whatever. Okay. So it really is amazing what you can do with just some very like detailed, you know, tips on this. All right. Is everybody getting the link that needs it? Anybody having any problems with using it? Let me know. So I'm going to tell you about one more thing that we have. I know some of you just met me, and some of you, it's okay, like, doesn't hurt my feelings. And you're like, does she really know that much? Does it really help that much? Like, that doesn't hurt my feelings, okay? Like, this is your business, your gig. You should ask those questions. So we have another opportunity for you. Oh, that just makes you go away. Let me fix that. I have another opportunity for you to start working on your algorithms and get to know me better and figure out if this is a good fit for you. We have this 2-week challenge. It's called our algorithm challenge, and it's for 2 weeks. And every day you get an email with a little video, and we give you tips on increasing your algorithms. Social media 101, that you have the videos forever, that you're going to get a ton of images. Like, there's a lot more in it. This algorithm challenge, you're going to get a video every day. There's a couple Zoom calls you can jump on and ask some questions. And it's amazing. We've had people like, they get so excited. Oh my gosh, I had people comment who've never commented before. Oh my gosh, I had people come back and buy things and haven't seen them as a customer forever. Oh my goodness, I got more comments than I ever have before. Like, they get so excited. And it just helps you to like start working on your habits. It helps you to just kind of see, does this really work for me? And so it's $19. It's a 2-week program. Then you're taking out, you won't have access to the videos after the 2 weeks. But it's a great way to just kind of come try out these tips. And so if that's a better fit for you, we'd love to have you give that a try. We know you'll get further with the social media 101, but a lot of people just jump in the social media 101 after these 2 weeks. But it's a great challenge. I think, Carolyn, you took one of the challenges, right?
Mm-hmm. I did back in the Olympics. I did one of your.
Cool.
Yeah.
What did you get out of that? How did that help you?
It was consistency. It was that I felt like I was accountable, not just to myself, but to somebody else. And then you created a lot of content for us, actually. So not having to sit around and, spend 30 minutes or an hour trying to create something. It was great to have a platform to already launch from. And it was not about just, business-based posts. It really connected my audience as far as people in just my individual page really shifted, and I was re-engaging with people that I hadn't, Facebook hadn't decided that we needed to be talking.
Right.
And it opened that up so much more. So that was a great program that you put together. And
Awesome.
It's a great place to start for sure. And it also opened me up to the opportunity about coaching and how that can definitely expand my skill and help us level up so that we can help other people do the same.
Awesome. Did you happen to get any sales from it or reconnect with past customers or anything?
Reconnect with past customers. Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. So
it was well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, it is frustrating because you really kind of don't know who Facebook's showing your content to. Like you can get a general idea by who's commenting and who likes your post, but there definitely is a way to change that up and get more people commenting. There's definitely a way to do that. Yay, Miss Kara, awesome sauce. And we got Diana in. You guys are going to love this. We're going to have a blast. Gonna love it. Okay. Let me do our drum roll. Okay, so I so appreciate you spreading the love, you guys. So drum roll, Miss Laura Parker. Thank you so much for spreading the love. Just send us a message and we'll let you know how to use your $50 gift certificate. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yay, Lisa. Awesome. Hey, Christine, how are you? Alrighty. Any other questions about algorithms that I can answer for you guys? And let me pop up these links for you one more time. So here is the social media 101. Like I said, this is more of a long-term. You're going to get support for 60 days. You have access to the videos for, forever, like however long I'm in business, which is you're going to be a while yet. And then you'll get hundreds and hundreds of images. And we got a couple more spots to get those years worth of images. It's $127 value for free. Okay. $247 or 4 payments of $74. All right. So that link just popped up. Or you've got our algorithm challenge. That's 2 weeks. $19. Click on that and get signed up.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
Hey, Michelle, what about hashtags? That's something some people ask me all the time, and I see people using them, and then I don't see them for a while. Do you feel that ties in at all to the algorithms?
It's more that if that post is public, so it doesn't really do you any good if you put it on your personal profile and you make it only for friends. Okay. But if the post is on a business page or on your personal profile and you make it public, right? If you do hashtags and somebody puts in hashtag hair, hashtag, dry shampoo or something like that, if your post was one of those, it could pull that post up. Or if it's public and, Facebook's like, well, look at this person. A lot of people like this. We'll show it to more people who have that same interest. So hashtags, it's not this thing I spend the most time on. Like if you're making a perfect post, you want to have something visual, so video, slideshow, image, live, something like that. Then you want some text. You want the question always at the very, very top. It's the question, then the rest of the text. You add emojis and you add hashtags. But see, that's kind of like if everything's perfect, you add a hashtag, but it's not like the highest priority. But it's good, but there's a lot of other things that are more important. But do you kind of see what I'm saying? So yeah, so if you're like, really, I want to know everything I could possibly do to make this one post awesome, that's in there, but it's not the highest priority.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, and actually, when you create your post, it's called Creator Studio. There is a place where you can put in a hashtag and it will show you other hashtags with similar, if you're putting in hair or opportunity or something, and it will show you how many millions of people have used it. And that's of interest too. So there's kind of a cool way to kind of see where that is. And those are kind of some fun things. Yeah, easily searchable hashtags.
Right.
Yep. Yay, Jess. Awesome. All right, we got Miss Kara. Let me see who else said they signed up. All right, just let me know if I should see you signed up or if you're having any problems processing that, Jess. Awesome. Very fun. What was your biggest aha today? Tell me, like, what is the thing? Sometimes it's a reminder, maybe you already know it, or sometimes like, I had no idea, that was totally new information. Tell me your biggest aha moment. What's the thing you're like, I'm going to start doing that today? And that's the cool thing. Like, these are things you really can start doing like now. Like, you stop watching and go and do them like immediately and start messaging on stories. So, what was your biggest aha moment today? And then let me know if you have any. Go
Post
ahead. Yeah.
between 7 and 8. That was mine. That was
Really?
kind of question that, and I know I post when I want to, but it's not about posting to get in front of people. And I think that's great to wake up and have your face in front of them. So that was my aha, because that's the question I've always had, is what is the best time to post? And morning,
Yep.
Early morning and in the evening. That's great. That was my aha. Thank you.
Yeah. About 12 hours apart. So about 6, 7 a.m., 6, 7 p.m. because people they get on and start relaxing. They put their kids to bed or start watching Netflix, and you'll see a lot of comments kind of those 12 hours. A lot of people do jump on Facebook like during their lunch hour, but I feel they don't totally slow down and comment as much. They do want to see what's going on, but I don't feel like you get as much engagement as you do in the morning and evening. And everybody's different. You can look at your page's algorithms, or not the algorithm so much, but they'll give you when does your page get the most interaction? Your followers, when are they on Facebook? And mine always says like 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. But I also have a lot of East Coast people that follow me, so I'm not really sure if that's East Coast or Pacific time. And you might find your people are available at a different time than that. So that's just what I find works really well for most people. Okay. Oh, I love this. Messaging people helps them to see my post. Does this still work even if they don't see the message? Well, if they're actually posting stories and you reply, I'm pretty sure they'll see your message. Now, they may not click on it, but they saw it. You do really want to say something where they're more likely to respond. The more responses you get back, the bigger result you'll get from it. So do what you can to like really. The other thing is like evoke emotion. Like if you're compliment, you can say, "Oh, your hair is cute." Or you could find some gift and it's like BEA beautiful. Like, just see what I'm saying? Like evoke emotion and have fun and show your personality. Like I love the word stunning and I love the word brilliant. Okay. Like what are your 2 words? If you tell somebody they're pretty and it's besides the word pretty, what do you guys use? What are your words?
Lovely. I think I say lovely.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So do you want to comment when people comment on your stories? Do you want to comment back to them?
Absolutely. When people comment on it'll be a message. You need to reply back. Again, that's going to make it so both of you start seeing each other's content more. Very important. Gorgeous. I love that. Gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Wowza.
I like that one.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Fabulous. Yep. I also love hot, hot, hot with the emoji, the fire emoji.
That's a good one.
Is a GIF am I saying that right? With a GIF as good as text?
As long as it's in the comment section. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
People ask me, can't I just emoji it? And like, that's not as good as, filling in the comment spot.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the blessing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Anyone else need any help at all or need the links? We would love to get you all signed up. Fabulous face. I probably read it as fabulous. I read what you meant. Would you reply when they tell you how many times a week they shampoo? Okay, so that's a whole, like I said, that's going to be part of that social media 101 program that we're going to help you with. So we always want to ask them things like, well, do we use conditioner also? Or we ask, so if it's not 7 days a week, you might want to ask, do you do anything in between the days like dry shampoo. You might want to ask, why do you choose to wash your hair that many times a week? Just out of curiosity. Somebody might have really long hair or all sorts of different things. Also gals, with black hair, man, they have a whole different process on how they manage their hair. And then after you kind of have some back and forth, you move it to private conversation. One of the things we teach people is don't ever offer any sort of suggestions without asking, would you mind if I share with you some new ideas? Or may I share with you, a few products I found helpful with this? You want to find what's working for them, what's not working for them before you make any suggestions.
That's great.
Yay, Miss Laura. Yay, 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 girlfriend. You're going to have fun. Going to love it. You got the $50 off. Woohoo. All right. Okay. One more time. You guys seriously at least get signed up for the $19, the 14-day challenge. You guys will be wowed. Like the ROI on that, return on investment. It's amazing. Like really will help you take your algorithms to a whole new level. Okay. Make sure you get signed up for that. If nothing else, it will be super, super fun. Whoop, whoop. Is Kara and Laura, I have this feeling you guys are maybe friends. You guys going to work this together? You guys are so cute. All righty. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Miss Carolyn and Sarah, you ladies are awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me and for sharing this with your team. Super excited to see your team explode. If you did want any information on Audere, just make sure you've commented #Queen. You'll see a button that says Audere information, and it will connect you with Miss Carolyn. Her Facebook profile's in there, so you can go add her as a friend and message her. All right. Yay! Oh, they are friends. How fun. Oh my gosh, it's the best when you're accountability partners, when you have one instantly. That's awesome. All right. Any last thoughts, you two lovely ladies?
Oh, we had a blast. I'm so excited to see everybody just feel more confident and really enjoy the process, because it should be fun. That's our goal also, is we want it to be fun. We don't want it to be scary. So thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Learned so much. It's just been wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thanks.
All right. My new friends, I'm so glad to meet you. Look forward to having you on other webinars. Do come join us on the Reels webinar tomorrow. It isn't, how do I say, it's important to understand because it's kind of the new hot thing on Facebook and Instagram, and definitely something you want to be utilizing. So come hang out with us tomorrow. It's free. It's fun. It's at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. All righty. All right. You were trying to, Laura, what were you trying to request, sweetie? Me or Carolyn? Thank you, Miss Vonda. Thank you, Miss Melinda.
Yes, tomorrow webinar will be awesome. Yeah, I will be there.
Oh, good. Oh, good. You guys are friends. Okay. I think maybe they're talking to each other and I didn't realize that. Not to me. That always gets me in trouble. I'm like, oh, they weren't even talking to me. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, brilliant day. We'll talk to you later.